Greetings, family. We'll soon be back with you. I look forward to being with you on Monday's conference call. And we'll go over a few things. Obviously, the mantra that we want Musol so that we can talk about anything else, like their economic and monetary reforms, is still important. It's very, very crucial. In fact, we don't have the right to talk about the monetary reform until we have Musol given to us by a body. Aggie Dad used a very good example on the telephone with me today, and when he said, I keep looking at that map, Frank, and it seems like they're just choking them like an anaconda, slowly, until there's nothing left. How true. It was wise not to talk about it because we don't have Musol. And I said I'd like to come back next week because in my opinion, I think we're very close to them telling you that. For example, today, some of the generals came out and said, oh yeah, we should have it very soon. Sometimes they say days, sometimes they say weeks, sometimes they say hours. It's hard to tell. But the key to our study, in my opinion, is that we need a body to announce that Musol is fully liberated. And it's obviously for the citizens' protection. It's obviously even for the investors that want to come into Iraq, for their protection. I find it interesting that when I was talking with Delta a couple of days ago, he said, Frankie, when you stop and think about it, Alak said, we don't even need to cancel the auctions at the CBI. Do you notice that they haven't? He said, as long as we use less and less and less American dollars, the better. More articles are coming out, aren't they? And they're talking about prices. I know it causes confusion. But we need Musol. And the confusion will go away, I think. When the World Bank said last week, look, we launched the monetary reform to deal with the financial issues or crisis of the government of Iraq, in my mind I envisioned, look, okay, Abadi, we understand what you're trying to do with the Musol. Go ahead, let's get it. But if you don't mind, we, the World Bank, we're just going to go ahead and launch the monetary reform. Now, when you're ready, lift the 3 zeros, okay? Because there's contracts, there's prices going down, there's so much evidence. And in the same manner, in my opinion, I believe that somewhere, somehow, at some military level, Abadi and his army was told, step aside. This is the last part. You'll get credit. And we are doing what needs to be done to finish liberating Musol. In fact, if you look at the articles, because you're very studious, you've been noticing that it's an awful lot of pictures of American troops. Have you noticed that? I really think that we went in there and said, look, we understand, but step aside. We're going to do the monetary reform. Look, we understand, Abadi, your army, but step aside. You'll get credit and let us take over. In the meantime, the lava flow of the Iraqi dinar currency continues. And the gradual decrease of the usage of the American dollar in the country, along with the gradual decrease of many places in Iraq, inside of Iraq, where we see the evidence of places where there seems to be some type of a shift going on. And that's why you don't have the indicative rate posted on the CBI website, because in my opinion, it's not being used. The contracts are using one rate, the pay scale is at a different rate, the food is at a different rate, products at a different rate. I mean, and please, don't expect accuracy to be given to you, to be reported to you. You know, this is all of Iraq. I need to know exactly what your rate is here and here and here and here and here, so I can make. No, stop that. And I say that in a disgusted way because, you know, I get some strange emails sometimes accusing me that I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay. Rashid is going to sell the American dollar. You saw that a few days ago. You know what that's going to do? It's going to cause the American dollar to go down against the Iraqi dinar. Duh. Because this is a priority of the state banks of Iraq. That's the lava flow. On Monday, I'd like to talk to you about maybe the possibility of a conjunction, of an overlapping, of a crossing effect of maybe many events, from Mosul being announced to possibly the lifting of the 3 zeros, to possibly even other currencies. Some will go up, some will go down. Maybe we can talk about that a little bit more in depth, in my opinion. The citizens are cautious, but they are being educated about what's going on a lot more than what you're being educated with their currency. And I really love the fact that they talk about the unit prices. Did you see the article that also came out? I think it was 2 days ago, and it was talking about the dinars and the fils. The Economist said, "Look, why do we use fils electronically? Holy cow! That's deep. Why do we use fils electronically? Well, I mean, we only use, you know, our 3-0 notes right now because you're about to use your coins, and they're educating the citizens. Soon, they're going to need the lower dinars and the fils, in my opinion. And that article was just amazing because the Economist was like, "I don't understand." Of course you don't understand. And of course you don't understand, family, but they're being educated. We need to educate ourselves too, because it's very confusing. They're still, you know, they use an accounting system. And I'll give you another example. Their stock. Look at their stock. You can buy a stock for 0.85, for 85 cents. How's that possible? Oh, it's being done electronically. If you say so. They're going to soon, and very soon, in my opinion, start using a different system, because it was the project. Give me Mosul, then we have the right to talk about the monetary reform of the Iraqi dinar. And on Monday, we'll talk about that, Mosul, because I believe that sometime next week, maybe the generals will be ready to give you their full liberation. We'll talk about some currencies. And we may also, if we have the time, talk about the procedure of exchanging. We have no new files. No new files. We just sit and wait for the announcement of Mosul. And then many things, along with the monetary reform, will travel at a completely different light that is unknown to both you and I. Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? And for that matter, if it doesn't happen, because it is the Middle East, for God's sakes, are you ready for that? Please be strong and learn to be stronger. And I found it interesting that yesterday and today our forum is so silent that I could hear the echoes of it. My wife and I came to Salt Lake, Utah. It's our More Dare convention. We were asked to go up on stage and be recognized, so we came. We're coming home. We're coming home. I love you. I'll see you on Monday. God bless. Take care of each other. Aloha. Beautiful mountains.